be chilling tonight. I need to feel tonight, man. Hey, man, where my radio, man? Yeah. I need you to turn that up. Damn it, tonight. Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah. Turn on the radio. You and your cup turn on the radio.
Pull the way up like we in a club. Fly flashy, grown classy, so turn it up. Saturday mornings, no walk of shame, we fresh up. 950 Lounge, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't miss my favorite show, I put everything on hold. Work the baby, even the babysitter know. When 950 come on, don't bother. I'm locked in 10 to 1, no problem.
Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah. Turn on the radio. You and your cup turn on the radio.
We're joined by a lady that I haven't known for a while, but I have gained an amount of respect for very quickly. She's a book author. She's also now a creator of the new movie Chain, which was her original book and story. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 950 Lounge, the super talented, lovely, professionalized, I think I gotta get that up, Deborah Cardona. What's going on, darling? Good morning.
Better get it right, man.
Yeah, I know, they got guns. I know. Deborah, again, thanks for coming. Obviously, and obviously, we have Sharice here, and Sharice was the one that initially plugged me. I had seen some of the things online, didn't really go any really deep into it until obviously it was presented to me. And I got to say, your story is a phenomenal one, and to be able to take your means and some of the things you've done in the past, have some issues, and then put a book and then obviously create a movie. It says a lot about just your mindset and your perseverance to be great. Talk about just how you got started and some of the things that led to Chain the book and now Chain the movie.
Well, back in the 1980s, I used to hustle.
Mm-hmm.
I used to sell drugs on the streets of East Harlem.
Right.
And I ended up getting arrested
right.
and going to prison. While I was at Bedford Hills, I started reading a lot of the urban novels because that was my life, so right. I can relate to the story.
Right.
Some people can't just read a book just because.
Right.
They have to be able to relate
yeah.
to the story.
Right.
And there was a book that I started reading, and in my opinion, the book was not well written.
Right.
And I challenged myself. I said, you know what? I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah.
And that's when Chain was born. I wrote that book in 30 days.
Now, when you put this together, obviously you had lived the life, so it wasn't too hard to kind of just draw it back from what your experiences were. But when you put it together, did the thought of just like entertaining yourself while being incarcerated just was the inspiration, or you said, I'm gonna write this book, I'm gonna publish it, and I'm gonna let other people do it? Was it just about you in the beginning, or was this always the goal?
I think that the challenge was that I can write a better story than that author that I was reading.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't about it being about me, per se. It was, I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna write better than him.
Yeah.
And I accomplished that. Even if you read my book and you say, okay, I don't think it's very well written, to me it is.
Yeah.
It wasn't about me at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Then as I continued to write, it became about me. I believe that all of the characters in my book is me, except Trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit of me was in everything. I had all these different personalities.
Right.
I could shut it off, turn it on, shut it off,
Mm-hmm.
I know how to do that. People have multiple
too,
personalities,
No doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you.
So I'm trying to figure out how you wrote a book in 30 days. Because, we've had a lot of authors up here who they sit down and it might take them a few months to put it together. Then they'll go back and read it again. And did you just write it out and say, you know what? that's it, I'm done? Or did you go back, read it a few times, and try to change some things up?
I wrote it in 30 days. It wasn't completed in 30 days.
Oh, okay. I no, because you said you wrote it in 30 days.
I wrote it in 30 days.
Right.
Then I went back, rewrote it. Of course, you reread it and you got to change things up. Then I rewrote it again. When I felt that it was complete, after I handwritten it, I asked the superintendent from Bedford if I could get a typewriter. She came to see me. She was like, "Why do you need a typewriter? Like, you could go to law library and type up whatever you need." And I was like, "Because I'm writing a book." And she was kind of impressed. She was like, "Okay, you're writing a book?" So she said, "Let me see your work." So I showed her, and she approved, for me to get a typewriter. So then I typed it out.
Wow.
And from there, I sent it out to Terry Woods. Because at that time, she was, a well-established author. She had a publishing. And because I read those books, True to the Game and Dutch and all those books that she put out, I wanted to be a part of that company.
Now, did you think when you sent this out that she might not take you seriously just because of where the book is coming from and the type of establishment you were in at the time when you were writing the book, and maybe she's just like, "What is this?" And
I'm just gonna let you know like this, okay? I sent it out on a Monday. Friday, I got a letter from her telling her I gotta call her ASAP.
Wow.
And I still have that letter to this day.
Right.
When I called her, she offered me, her offer was to buy my copyrights. She thought because of where I was at that I was going to easily fold.
And that's what I mean.
And I told her, "Thank you, but no thank you.
Welcome to the entertainment
I
business.
got a lot of respect for you, and I get your grind, but I don't need no money. I'm not here, introducing my book to you because I need money and I want to sell it. No, I want to be a part of the literary industry." And she respected that. She's my friend to this day. Like, I could call her today and she'll be like, "What up?"
Right.
Latina,
business. Right.
no
doubt.
So we have a really good relationship. And she also respected the fact that I said absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I respect the fact that you held on to your own copyrights, because now you can make a whole lot more money by holding on to those rights.
Well, it's more than just the money. Again, like I said, this is this woman's life that has been portrayed in different characters. So from a standpoint, you're not going to sell your soul for a couple coins.
No, absolutely not. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not.
So
I'm a hustler all the way around the board.
No doubt.
So if I don't make no money off the book, I'm making money off of something.
Right. Rodeo, you're on that corner.
Okay.
That's why they put the book in front of me.
So you turn down that deal, and you're still in. You have this book. What's the next step? What do you do? Obviously, once you hear that, you get that call in 4 days. You're like, wow, okay, I'm on my way. Then you get I've had those disappointments with our show where we get calls from larger parties. Oh, there's some BS. So what's the next step? Where'd you go from there once that door closed? Where was the next door for you?
All right, so when I refused the offer, what I did was I called my family and I said, okay, I know I have something good on my hands.
Yeah.
Terry Woods, I just spoke to her and she wants to buy my copyrights. And I know that if she wants to buy it, I know I could do something with my book.
Yeah.
So I asked my family to send me books on publishing, send me books on the business.
You became a student in the game.
Yes, I'm self-taught. I'm a person that you tell me something, I can be on the phone with you and I'm already researching it.
Right.
Like, you can't just tell me anything. So I self-taught myself in prison how to publish, opened up my publishing company called Deja Vu Publications. From that point on, I found an editor, I found my mentor from behind the walls. And, the phone calls were very few because it's difficult,
Of course.
But I made the connections, even before I came home.
Right.
But then again, when you're behind the walls, people don't take you serious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, yeah, I hear you. I know you want to do this. When I hit the block, it was over.
Yeah.
It was over. I mean, when I tell you that if you walk down 125th Street on that time, you see a lot of authors selling their books.
Right.
Here comes this little Latina, like, yo, what's up? And just telling them where I gotta go, what I gotta do. And they were like, yo, this girl is hungry.
Yeah.
I was starving. I used to walk from 125th and Lex all the way up to Broadway.
Yeah.
and make more money than the kid that was standing there with the table.
Right. And you mentioned, and again, which I didn't know, you were one of the first Latinas to write these type of novels. And so you was almost from the jail, so you became a pioneer of sorts.
Right.
Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, so when I first came home, I was looking for Latina urban fiction writers.
Right.
There is a woman by the name of Julie Nin. She wrote an urban story, but it's more a contemporary urban, not hardcore raw urban like mine. So we always sat down and said, okay, so who's the very first Latina urban fiction writer? You know, and she would say you, because I don't write like
so you had your
know
Biggie and Nas
saying?
conversations going
Right.
on.
So,
Okay, yeah.
you know, I didn't want to step on her toes, and I believe that,
Right.
you know, her books are really good too. So I didn't want to step on her toes, and I asked her, I said, so who do you feel is the very first Latina, you know, urban fiction writer, you or me? And she was like, I feel that it's you because your book is more, you know, more aggressive, more raw.
Right.
So that's how we established that.
No doubt. No doubt.
Now, you were saying that you started your own publishing company when you was within the prison itself. So how was it since you came out, and how's been the publishing business coming for you?
Okay, well, the publishing side of my business has changed a lot because there was a time where the ebooks came out.
Yeah.
And everything was done through ebooks.
The technology
and,
game,
so technology changed. I own 2 bookstores in Harlem called the Deja Vu Book Lounges. Now, it was a mix of books, and I had a lounge in the back with a stage and a mic, and I did a lot of spoken word events and things like that. And I had to close my stores, but I'm grateful that I was able to close it before I lost everything.
Right.
So I was able to close, you know, in a way where, okay, everything is changing now, the business is changing, I don't want to lose my money, you know, so I got to sell everything in the store,
Okay.
Right.
you know?
No
So that
doubt.
was a plus.
And obviously, I think that was in East Harlem, that bookstore,
Yeah,
right?
I had 2 of them, one on 116 and one on 110 in Lexington.
So from running the streets, working the streets, to then becoming a book author and now a business person, you know, a brick and mortar business, what was that dynamic like? Because, you know, again, you've had a lot of dynamics in your life. You've had a lot of you know, things that have changed. So how was that from working the corner to now selling books? How was that?
That hasn't changed.
Right.
That mentality has not changed. I'm a hustler.
Right.
You know, so when you're a hustler, all you do is
Just changing
flip,
product.
flip,
Yeah.
flip. You
You're
have
a
to
go-getter.
go, you have to move with the times. You can't stay stuck.
Right.
You know, so if I can't make money this way, I'm gonna make money this way. My mind is always on 100.
Yeah.
You know, I don't sleep at times thinking about my next move.
Yeah. I know we had that conversation. You
think-
told me I ain't had no rest yet.
I think
No, I don't really rest because I'm constantly like, you know, I have to do something.
yeah, and
Like
that,
I already started working on Pocket Full of Game. I'm taking the book and I'm making it into a script. I already started.
Now, when you grab your book and you transform it into a script, how do you break it down? So, you know, because a book is written a certain way, a script is written totally different. Is it like rewriting the whole book all over again when you're taking it from book to script?
Because I have the books already, it's very easy for me to transfer it over. Instead of chapter 1, it would be scene 1. Then I have to read that chapter and then say, okay, scene 1, we're gonna film this, you know, on the bridge, 125th Street, you know, 135th, whatever.
Oh, so
like-
you're picking out as
Yeah,
you're going through the chapters exactly how you want to lay it out.
I have to know the location. Well, I learned a lot with Chain, you know, because with Chain, I made a lot of mistakes that took time, you know, time away from the filming. This time around, it's going to be different. I'm going to actually have the location already on the script. You know what I mean? 125th Street in Lexington will be, you know, and then it's, let's just say with Chain, Cass, Rose, whatever, you know, and then the dialect. Then what they'll be
So
saying.
there'll be no questions about, you know, where we're gonna do this, that.
Right.
You're not gonna wake up but in writing a script, things always change. Right? So I always say, like, you know, leave it open because you never want to just
No,
constrict
we've
yourself.
improvised a lot on
that's-
Chain.
okay,
Let me tell
good.
you something. I took people off the street.
Tell me some
Let me tell
improvisations you've done with
I
Chain.
have taken people off the street. If someone stop and they're looking, I'll be like, yo, you, come over here. Like, and they're like,
And I bet they say,
Wait. Y'all got guns over there. I ain't coming over there.
That's the question.
Nah.
Do you say come here, please, or you go come here with the
no,
gun?
come here.
Alright.
Come here, you getting in this scene. And they're like, huh?
Man be with his woman. She got a gun, honey. I got to go.
Rodeo Gasa. There you go.
No, we improvised a lot because we had to think fast. You know, like with Lexi Jose's scene, we didn't have a gun. The script said gun. She got a knife. You know, so I mean,
Was that Lexi's idea? I'm an improviser.
Yeah, you know, let me tell you something.
Was it a butter knife?
No, it was a really big knife. So
Wait, was it what?
it was a big knife.
Oh, Jesus.
So let me
Crocodile Dundee.
just say that my cast did an outstanding job. Without my cast, this movie cannot be. And I'm gonna tell you why. They jumped in and took over.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that, you know, we fought, we cried, we got pissed, we whatever, but we respected each other because we all bosses. And that's what I love about my cast.
No doubt.
My cast, each and every one of them is doing something outside of Chain. You know what I mean? They're in the business, they're in the industry in some way.
And I also would say, when you have a cast, everybody is dedicated. That's the number one thing.
Right.
You got people
They're
that are not
all-
dedicated
right.
to your vision, it's not going to go well. So everybody in your cast was dedicated and what your vision was, and it just rolled out easy, you know?
Yeah, now I got one question for you. Now the question I have is, from writing the book and now filming it and seeing it on the film, on the TV and everything else, how was it looking at your words being now in action form?
I still can't believe it. You know, like I watch it and I'm like,
Surreal.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
you know, like they'll get emotional, you know, we all have our opinions, we all have our, you know, we feel like this part could have been this way or whatever. And that's okay because you know what, that'll come.
Yeah.
But when I look at it, it's like, you know, like I'm in shock.
This is
a
your
little
life,
bit.
Deborah Cardona. Yeah,
I think
right,
that
right.
when I see it at the premiere and everybody's reaction, I think that's when it's gonna come.
Yeah.
You know,
Smack you upside the head like
Why
boom.
nobody said my hair wasn't combed right? You know, I'm just...
Yeah, right.
Smack
I'm
him,
not in the
Deborah.
All right,
film.
we can
I'm
give
not
the
in the
disclaimer.
film.
We can now get the disclaimer.
We'll give it the next
We'll get on the next
set.
set. But again, June 10th, Chain the movie is premiering at the National Black Theater in Harlem, 2031 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. Go to the eventbrite.com site /Chain the movie for tickets and information. Deborah, we're going to bring that phenomenal cast up next. But before we get you out of here, where can people reach out to you and learn more about you or communicate or for events or speakings? We're going to reach out to you at.
All right. Well, on Instagram, my Instagram name is Deja Vu Vibes Inc. On Facebook, it's Deborah Cardona. You know, and I'm very open. Like people could just contact me. I'll answer my phone. I'll answer my emails. You know, if you have any questions, if you need help with any of your projects, like you could just reach out to me.
Because through this journey, you now become an inspiration to a lot of people. And I'm sure there's people who are incarcerated who feel they don't have any chance to butt the street. Or a young girl who says, you know what, I want to write this type of book, but I wasn't school trained. You're inspiration now, so I commend you for that, my sister. So
Definitely,
continue support and success. We're gonna bring the cast of Chain the movie up next. It's 9 Lounge live on the Saturday. Come on back. But we continue with Chain Saturday here at 950 Lounge. They had the prop guns. I won't put it on camera because I don't want to offend no advertisers.
No slavery here.
But we have two of the visions of Deborah in this move from the movie and from the book. Now it will be a movie June 10th, National Black Theater, Harlem. To my right, Rosemary Savino playing jazz, and to my left, Sharice Martinez playing trouble. Welcome, ladies.
Hey, what's up?
What's going
You
on?
playing your inner you, huh?
Kev, before
Kev,
we
yes,
start,
yes, me and Ed is on the same.
Well, I think
same
Sharice
wavelength.
knows, but I'll say it for Rosemary.
I'll say it.
No, you ain't gonna say it like
you
I
just
said.
sit there.
No, I'll say it.
Well, my brother is a really nice guy, funny guy at times to some people. He has a sickness called Black Tourette's, and there's no cure.
I
And what happens to him? I wanna know.
Well, just stay away from him after 6 o'clock on in the winter when it's dark, and after 8:30 in the summer.
Okay.
So you'll be fine.
All
But
right.
And he
turns
says
into a
random
villain.
things though. You'll hear random
like this.
rib tips come out of his mouth.
No,
when we're not
you
talking
heard
about
the
it.
word slavery just
I'ma
not
say it
long
like
ago,
this.
right?
Put it like this.
Right.
It only affects light-skinned people. See, these two are darker than me, so it don't have no effect on
All
them.
right,
You know what I'm
all right.
saying?
No.
Cerise, I don't know. You know what I'm
Let me
saying?
put it like this for you. You just heard him say slavery, right? And
Yeah.
it meant nothing to anybody else, but in his mind, he has his own little TV set in his mind, so
I
he's
get
thinking
it.
everything
But
else.
when y'all said it's gonna be in Harlem, I said, cannot be a slavery movie. Cannot.
No.
Would you stop listening to Kanye, please?
Man, listen.
But any event, ladies, I want to thank you guys again doing Chained here on 950. I'm gonna
you
start
for
with you,
having us.
Rosemary. You are the lead of this movie, and I know we've met in the past through different channels, and you was doing music, but now you've kind of focused into the cinema game. Talk about this
Yes.
role, Jazz, and again trying to live the vision that Deborah put out in Chained the book.
Well, ever since young, I've loved acting. That's actually like my first passion. I studied at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Nice.
I've always loved entertainment. I always loved working with a team. And when I met Deborah about 10 years ago, she saw me and looked at me. She said, "You're gonna play my Jazz." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Wow. So this is like almost proclaimed that you would be this character.
She turned you into a gangster.
I was working in Spanish Harlem at Chase Bank, and she had just came out, and she was about her hustle. Like you saw the passion in her eyes, and
Count that money
she
right.
saw me, and I did a few events with her modeling. I've performed because I was doing music,
Yeah, right.
and we would lose contact, and she would find me. Like it's something that no matter what, no matter how much years have passed, like she would find me no matter what. And when we were ready to film, we were like, "Let's go. We're
That
gonna do
hustler's
this."
ambition
Yeah,
never
we're gonna
died.
do this.
Yeah.
And we all believed in her, and knew that if we did this, it's something big that will come out of it.
Right. No doubt. Sharice, you're no stranger. And I got to say this first because obviously, when I met you a few years ago and you came on and obviously you're looking to do some things, you blossomed, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
I just want to say that on mic, but
Thank you.
you've come a long way and you continue to climb. You're playing Trouble, and as we said off mic, that is the perfect role for you. Talk about your role and your plot and Chain. I know it was more than just being an actress.
Right. So Trouble, I play Jazz, which is Deborah's best friend coming up in the game. She's no longer with us, so I have big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
So my thing is I won't leave my friend out there. You know what I mean? Like whatever we started together, we're gonna go through no matter what. We decide to do something when we're younger.
Yeah.
We stick to it, and she gets in trouble, and it's up to me to handle things on the street.
Right.
So I can't say too much, but you guys will see there.
No doubt.
But it's not only just Trouble for me. I'm also one of the co-directors on the film.
Right.
And it went from feeding lines to just being there to Deb is like, "Girl, I need you." And I'm like, "Oh, shoot." And next thing you know, I'm a
Right.
co-director on the film. So I'm really proud as well of the accomplishments that I've made during the project.
Right.
Jazz is an excellent co-star. Like she's super funny. I don't know if you guys see her skits, but she's doing her thing as well.
I've played catch up the last couple days.
So yeah, but Troubles, she's more level-headed. She's the scary one. Jazz is more out there. So I came into the set playing Young Trouble, a 17-year-old flashback. So for me to do the Young Trouble, play Old Trouble, and the co-directing, I'm like super
That makes you
excited.
feel good to
It
play
makes me feel good, and like
17-year-old,
you said, when we see it come into play, like we all cried, we've all argued together, we all yelled, but right now, look at us, we're together.
Right.
So we can't wait to show you what we have June 10th. Yeah, we have some exciting guests that we're trying to get in the building,
Right.
but.
Well, I'll be in the building.
Well, yeah, and I'm excited.
Still talk.
Right. I said you shut your mouth. Anyway, I have come a long way, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, I started with 950 Lounge with Voices Heard with my own show, and I stopped.
You did?
I stopped. I stopped to do
I don't
acting,
remember that.
and
I
now
don't
I'm
remember
here.
that. I don't remember
that.
That was an Uber
I
ride.
had,
Shots fired.
Right, I have the interviews, so they can't. I got my receipts. I got my receipts. But I'm super excited for you guys to have me on, and the rest of the cast of Chain.
No doubt. We always said you would come back on in some capacity doing something else.
Definitely.
Let me go back to you, Rosemary. Now, obviously, you're a trained actor, singer, and I see you now busting guns. How is that? How did you prep for that? Now, again, I don't know if you shoot guns in your regular life, but I'm just saying, what was the prep in becoming, you know, Jazz? What was that prep like?
It's definitely not my character, but we grew up in similar environments. Like I grew up in a trap house. I got shot at when I was young. Not me, but I was like, and this is real life. So I've seen it. Like it's stuff that we've grown up in that environment. So it wasn't hard to bring the character out.
Channel it, right.
Sometimes it could have been a little bit challenging, but we had the team there like, no, do it this way. No, I need you to bring this emotion. And obviously having Deborah there all the time, reminding us what her experience was, that there were times that we would do a scene and I would see her crying and then I'm sensitive as hell. Heck.
Right.
That's okay.
And
That's okay.
I would tear up too. And
Yeah.
like she mentioned, there's certain scenes that we do go back and we're like, I could have did this
Yeah,
a little
better.
better. I could have did that a little better, but it still makes sense. It's still relatable, and we can't wait to show you guys.
It's a woman empowerment as well, because every last co-director on the film is women. Cast is almost
Majority
all
women. It's
Shout out to Mr.
women-dominated.
Commodore, because Mr. Commodore is on our team as well.
Right.
So shout out to him as well. But for the most part, it's a woman empowerment movement.
Right.
And
Now, this question's for everybody.
yes.
How long did it take for everybody to get together on that team? Because you're both saying team. Deborah said team when she was up here. What it takes a while for everybody to come together. How long did it take for everybody to, because you're coming from one place, you're coming from this place. I have two other young ladies coming from two other places, and a director coming from somewhere else.
Well, like I said, it took a long time for us to put the project together. It's Deb and Jazz have known each other longer, so that was 10 years in the making. And when I came in was about a year ago. And we lost cast, we gained cast, we lost some more cast, to where we didn't even know what we were doing anymore. And we got it together, put it together, we got some dedicated people, and we're here.
The girl that was gonna originally play Trouble ended up having to move to Florida.
Right, last minute.
Did she get in trouble?
No, she didn't get in trouble. She has
I was waiting for him to say something.
I know it was coming.
Yeah,
She went to the wrong state to go to Florida.
She's doing great in
Actually,
her
shout out to
career.
her, right.
Yeah. Shout out to Mindy.
Miss Mindy.
And
Miss
Mindy, yes.
We know Miss Mindy.
well, I know Miss Mindy since high school. We went to high school together, so that's another relationship that
Wow, small world.
we separated and then found each other. It's one of those friends that no matter how much time passes, we when we link up, it's like we never separated. And then, like she said, we just kept casting. Unique is gonna explain about her. She was gonna play 1,000 other roles, and then ended up playing her role, which she killed. It was just meant to be.
When I tell you, we went back in editing, and Unique was on the screen, and we were like, "Where did you find her?
Right.
Like, where did she come from? She is natural, raw talent. Like, it's super, it's intense. You have to see. She's been on Orange Is the New Black. She can tell you more projects that she's been on when she comes up. But we just were in awe when we saw her.
And Lexi was like, Lexi, you're gonna come
Lexi's
do
tough,
this movie?
you know?
She was like, I'm not going unless I'm getting a lead role or some lines. And she was a firecracker as soon as we got there. Lexi is a perfectionist.
Absolutely,
and,
but we love her.
very strong, and we needed that because. Once again, everybody's input is what helped bring this out, and the role that Lexi played, China, is her. Like she took that role and got
that little instigative sister. That you get. That's her on the film.
Well,
like
I'm
you
glad
have to see
that,
it.
and again, I'll mention to Lexi when she comes up, and also to you, because we spoke. I know you ladies have different things you do, especially on a Saturday morning. So it really humbled me, because when I spoke to Deborah, she didn't know who can come because of schedule. So when you guys all said you can come here, I took it as a compliment and really a badge of honor, because you're doing a lot of segments and you're doing a lot of different things, but to all adjust your schedules, it's definitely appreciated.
Now, I got to ask you one question. By doing this movie, and you're looking at somebody's life that you're playing and portraying, how did it look when you look at it? Did y'all look at it and say, yo, was really amazed of what she went through? And how did that affect y'all?
It's something that inspires you to see someone go through their struggle and come out fighting and winning. And like she said, that hustle did not leave. She just changed what she's hustling with. And it's very inspiring. All we know is that we finally see that we have an urban novel that's turning into a movie. We don't really have any much movies like that. Me and Lexi were talking about this the other day, like Belly. What
Yeah.
happened after that? We don't have something else. And
Right.
she's showing us that we could do this. And we're like, we know how to play these characters. We grew up living this lifestyle. We can relate to it.
Right.
Whether you're a quiet person or a gangbanger out there, we all still were in the same melting pot. We saw all of this happen. Now to be able to represent ourselves and represent Deborah's story is just very inspirational.
We're talking to Rosemary Savino, Sharice Martinez from the movie Chain, the movie coming out June 10th. National Black Theater in Harlem. Don't get your tickets. Go to Eventbrite or follow these ladies on social media. I'm sure they'll guide you the right way. I have a question, and you guys can pick who answers first. Doing this movie, again, you've done a lot of independent, obviously you performed and now you go in the movie scene. Talk about the challenges of doing independent cinema as an actress. The dedication. Everybody's not always as dedicated as you guys are. The budgets, dealing with the city with doing roles. You guys are walking around with some pretty aggressive props, and so my thing is like, talk about that from a standpoint of just getting through that and dealing with some of the non-dedicated people that can happen in independent cinema. Go ahead,
I would first say, like, I don't know how people do it. First of all, you have to have money. That's first and foremost. We do a lot of scenes. It was about 28 through 35 scenes, and in each scene we have to look a different way. You have to have hair, you have to have makeup, and we don't have the best jobs. We don't have the best background. So when we come together and we're all like, girl, you got this, so we're putting stuff together. So that's hard in itself for us to get to places, certain locations. Getting places, like I said, as far as even makeup is a major thing on set. We don't have makeup artists, so we have to do each other's makeups. So it's really, really hard for us to come from where we come from. And we do definitely use our resources because Rosemary, she's actually really good with makeup. Lexi's really good with makeup. I'm on set doing the dramatic scenes when people get shot. So it's really, really hard. I do the blood. It's really, really hard. So we kind of, it's a budget thing. We don't have any budget. And so what we do, it's from the kindness of Deb's heart. It's her project, so she's bringing whatever she has to the table. We're helping her out. So
dedicated.
So definitely dedicated.
What about you, Rosemary? Your thoughts on that?
We just grinded it out. We didn't have drivers to take us from place to place. I'm like Ubering everywhere. Like, maybe that week I didn't get to eat as good, but we got a chance to
sharing chicken,
do the scene, share chicken wings.
Cut that pizza down the line.
Let's share this cup of water. It really is. And then there were times that certain people wouldn't show up. Well, the show must go on. And like Deborah said, hey, I'm gonna need you for this thing right now. We just made things work.
Rodeo be like, me?
Yeah, and
you mother.
Pointing that prop gun,
And it wasn't easy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There were times that I'll be tired.
Yeah.
We had an event the prior night, but we got a meeting the next morning.
Right.
And sometimes we be tired. This morning I woke up tired. She texted me. I was like, listen, the show must go on. We're gonna take a shot. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna be there.
But you know what? That's dedication. Anything that you want to do in life, you have to give something.
Yep.
This woman put blood and tears into it. But y'all all had a vision. If one of y'all didn't have a vision, then knowing her, she would have had to X y'all out. She probably would have killed y'all the first scene, and just kept it rolling. But it's dedication, and that's something in life that
if Deborah could cut us by the way she looked at us, we would have been 10
I was
feet
scared of it, and we just sitting there doing an interview,
Not only the project.
Very passionate. She's very passionate. She knows what she wants. She listens to us also, so she takes she takes things into consideration. She's not like it's my way only. She asks for feedback, and then we see what works out the best at the end.
And did y'all, when y'all was doing scenes, did she at y'all like ad-lib parts, like let's say something that's on the script, may say, you know what, I just want you to do it like it was real.
Good thing he was in the movie because the whole script
it would have been ad-lib. The whole thing, freestyle. Well, we also have music on the soundtrack too. Rose has a song. We have Keisha. She plays a parole officer on it. She has her music. We have Deb's son that he's from Florida. His name is Sonny.
Mia has a track.
Right. Mia has a track on it from 124. Actually, me and Rose met on the set of 124 web series. So we all have a tight, bond and connection in one way or another. And we're just looking forward to seeing you guys June 10th.
Shout out to Charlie O and Mia. They did the filming and
Excellent production.
The production has so much patience with us.
Right.
I just want to say the first time I saw Yaya act, I'm gonna say if it was 1, 2, 4, and it was some
Everybody
scenes
calls her
that
Yaya.
it was some scenes that I had to rewind. Like, oh, I have to play this.
We were
again.
very impressed with your dedication.
Very.
Cameras
Your cameras were outstanding. Real clear shot.
We gotta re-roll that clip. Let's go again. Ass up.
Take 8.
Action.
Take 8.
That's that Black Tourette's coming out.
Yeah, back to red.
There it goes.
We got a few minutes with you ladies, and I want to thank you again. Again for coming, and we'll definitely see you soon. We got a lot of things we're planning to do the chain with the 950 network, not just the show.
Awesome.
June 10th. I want you
Yes.
guys give me June 10th.
Definitely.
Okay.
June 10th, National Black Theater.
Better be
Harlem.
there.
Please
About-
click the link on our bio. Follow me at Instagram. I am Black
You're
Rose
doing my job.
NYC.
You're doing my job. I got you. I'm gonna take you there.
Oh,
I got you.
shoot.
I got
You're
you.
getting upset.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is we
You don't want nobody to overstep. Nobody overstep.
I know they strong. That's all
Strong,
right.
dedicated women
This
here.
is the best team in radio. I
They
got
got
you.
their own BO.
But June 10th.
Yes.
One of y'all can answer. Both y'all. I want both of you to answer. June
Right.
10th, 8:45. What's your thoughts like? What's your vision? 8:45, 8:30, June 10th.
OMG, I'm like, I'm probably still gonna figure out what I'm gonna wear at that time. No, I'm lying. I'm gonna have.
I need
I'm
a
lying.
sold out
I'm gonna
event.
have my outfit.
Right.
I'm gonna be
Well,
ready.
it'll be the show will be over, so I hope you be clothed June 10th at 8:45.
Right.
But I'm saying, what's your
What
thoughts
are we
gonna
gonna
be?
like?
once
No,
you,
like we not gonna stop thinking. We're like, where are we going next? Already,
Right.
right now we're ready. After the premiere, this is what we're doing. So
Right.
by then we have hope to make enough.
There is a part
connections
2 to change.
to keep going because this is something bigger than just a premiere. We're gonna take this to LA, God willing, and there's people looking at us, and
Right.
that's all we could say. Like,
no doubt.
We're coming to the LA Film Fest, so we'll be in the building this year.
this is in God's hands. This is
No
God's
doubt.
plan.
Yep.
Again, the ladies at Chain. Let me again give you social media now.
Follow me at I am Black Rose NYC Instagram. That's pretty much it. I'm not big with Facebook.
Good, it's the devil.
Right, it is.
Fed book. Fed book.
Sharice.
And you can follow me at She's Cool for Now. That's She's Cool, the number 4, and now. All right, y'all? Take it easy.
Rosemary Savino, Sharice Martinez, the
Severino.
cast of Chain.
You've been chopping up my last name.
Everybody.
I've had allergies.
You've been calling Deborah
Savino.
Severino.
Savino. You never get that out of me. I'm sorry.
You don't know how that sounded in Spanish, Severino?
Sound like a wine.
Severino. Oh,
Like
thank
a
you.
wine.
A clothing line.
Supposedly,
wine,
my grandfather
fine
was
wine.
Italian.
We keep the Chain running. 950 Lounge live on Saturday. Come on back. We're back on the ride, 950 Lounge. We keep it going. It's about Chain this morning. 950 Lounge, the Chain, the movie. We have 2 more superstar cast members for this movie, June 10th, National Black Theater in Harlem. Get your tickets now. Go to Eventbrite and search Chain, the movie. To my right, Lexi Jose.
Hi.
And you're playing China.
Yes, I am.
And to my left, Unique Castellanos.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
Good morning, ladies. Thank you for your time.
No
Both
problem.
of you, I know from hearing you last night, and with your glasses, I know y'all had long nights. So I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna start with you, Lexi. Obviously, the elephant in the room. You have another famous sister.
Yeah.
When putting these projects together and creating your own lane as your own individual, talk about that and that
It's
struggle.
hard because I ended up on reality TV by mistake. So once you end up on reality TV, that's it. You're categorized
Right.
reality TV star. So they sometimes and most of the times they don't take you serious.
Yeah.
And I have a sister that's already out there. So they're like, oh, you're just a sister, or you have to prove yourself probably 3 times more than she already had to prove herself because she was already a woman and she's Spanish. You already know we have different type of barriers.
I'm black,
So,
I get it.
Right, you get it, right? So no, seriously, I'm black too, stop it.
No doubt, joking. You better say you black.
You better
Yeah, that's right.
see
You
it,
better
right?
know. You're an asshole.
I mean, hello.
That's right.
Okay, so it was hard, and it's still hard because I have to prove myself.
Yeah.
Like this project is how I'm gonna prove myself.
Right.
Because it's not reality TV,
Yeah,
and
no
it's
doubt.
not my sister, and it's not off of my sister's piggy bank. It's me.
This is Lexi.
This is Lexi Jose.
No doubt.
So I'm done. Like don't ask me anymore about when did you decide you wanted to be an actress? Like no, this is like since I was a kid. Like I come from performing arts background. Like all my schoolwork was all performing arts. So I've always wanted to do it, but once a reality star, is a reality star. So you have to like break out of it.
Well, Chain is the perfect name for you because you're breaking the chain.
I'm breaking the chain.
Yeah. Let's go to you, Unique. Unique, you do a lot of things. Yeah. You know, again, like I said, when I started doing research, I said, wow, you know, some of the people that were in the film. I said, you know, hey, this is somebody that, you know, I've seen through the social media channels doing a thing.
Yes.
Talk about your role as Cass, though, in this film.
Man, Cass is a deep character. You know what I'm saying? Definitely somebody that a lot of people that go through a struggle can relate to.
Right.
You know, her and like I said, I'm not gonna give out too much information because that's the reason for y'all to come through.
Just give me enough to get them out June 10th.
Yeah, but you know, Cass, you know what I mean? Her and Jazz, you know, in the movie have a very special relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's an eye opener. You know what I mean? Something that you gonna have some tears and you gonna have some laughs, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, Lexi, you know, and the post we even used for the show today, you got the bandana on, you holding the gat like, yo, like you take one more step. Talk about, and I asked the other ladies in the previous segment, talk about how you prep for this production.
It wasn't much. Like it's bad because everyone's like, oh, Lexi, that's your playing. Yeah, we know. Like it's not, and understand that I look aggressive, and I am very aggressive. You know, I'm covered in over 200 tattoos, so I'm already judged. But at the end of the day, I'm a lady.
Yeah.
And I'm a girl, believe it or not. Like I'm a girl, and I don't talk like I'm a thug, and I don't walk around like China. But
you're acting.
No, but this is Lexi though. At the end of the, if you knew Lexi, China is Lexi.
So you walk around with bandanas?
No. But I'm strong.
Right, gotcha.
But but it was easy to channel China because I'm aggressive, and I grew up around so many rough people,
right,
and in a rough neighborhood that all I had to do was remember anybody from the block. You understand what I'm saying? And remember who used to be standing, because back in the 90s, you couldn't walk on Broadway.
No.
Broadway had like 20 guys every corner. So for you to walk by, you had to either you were and they were gonna attack you, or you was gonna be like, yo, back up. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it took nothing. Like all I had to do was be like, oh, where I'm from.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we talked in the other segment, and Deborah mentioned there's a lot of improvising in the film. Cass, let me go back to you and your character, Cass. Talk about some of the things you brought to the table from being, you know, recreating. Like maybe it was something in the story you said, well, you know, we can try this way, or the way you made your character just a little bit more to the unique personality that you are.
I mean, it's crazy because, like, you know, like Rose was telling you before, I wasn't supposed to play Cass.
Right.
I was originally supposed to play Tony. And then the day I got on set, I was supposed to play another character different from Cass.
Right.
And I don't know what happened. Deb came up to me and was like, you're not this character, you're Cass now.
Right.
She handed me over the script. I literally had, like, no lie, like 5 minutes. I had 2 pages worth of script to memorize, busted out. It was crazy. But, you know, what I feel like, you know what I'm saying, what I brought to the table with Cass is I've been through a lot of struggles in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you go through a lot of deep things and you read in the script and you say, like, damn, you know, this character is very deep. You able to bring out some of your personal life experiences into that character. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, to me, it wasn't feeling like I was really playing the character. I'm like, wait, you know, because I know a lot of people that could relate to who I was, you know, as far as Cass, the way Cass is. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got a lot of family members that like Cass. Right. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, in certain aspects, you know what I'm saying, can experience and say that, yo, I know what she went through. You feel me? So all I was able to help, you know what I'm saying, personal life experiences is always a plus, you know.
We're talking to Lexi Jose, Unique Castellanos from the movie Chain. Again, June 10th, National Black Theater in Harlem. I can't say that enough. Get your tickets, support independent cinema.
Yes.
Now,
I'm excited.
I wanted to ask them the same thing like I asked your last cast members. How does it feel to look at a film that you're just portrayed another person's life, and you're seeing it live now, and you saw what she went through? How did that make y'all feel, basically?
It could just show that you could do anything that you want to do. You know, no matter what you face in life, no matter what, you know, gets thrown at you, you can overcome it. It's up to you as a person to, you know, to break those barriers and to keep moving. And she did that. You know, because a lot of people fold in her situation, they give up. Because they feel like they ain't got no hope. Like, I messed up too much already. There's no more chances for me. She said, bump that. I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off. And she riding. And she took all of us on the bus. You feel me? So we all riding together now. So thanks, Deb. I appreciate you, and I love you for that.
Basically, Kaz is like, she'll shoot Ed and Kev, and then we'll just go to Red Lobster.
Oh, yeah, all day.
You see, once again, that's the Black Tourette's kicking in.
All
So let's
day.
talk about yourself.
That's the street, bro.
What am I? Can you repeat that again?
Pay us?
Because it's 10
I'm
o'clock.
just saying, you know.
So what you saying?
You the worst.
Wherever you want to go at, Kaz. Wherever you go at.
Repeat that again,
wherever you
guys. Repeat that again, please. Because I didn't have no breakfast.
Nah, we get something better than Red
No, so I
Lobster.
was
They don't
asking-
pay us no money.
I was asking about the same thing for you. What about yourself?
No, but what was the question? I don't remember.
Oh, the
that
question
fast.
is.
So she heard Red Lobster, she channeled
okay.
I
down.
forgot.
No,
You
the
know,
question
Red
itself
Lobster.
was, how does it feel to see the person that you're portraying
Oh
up
my
live on anything?
Well, I'm proud, honestly speaking, because living it is total. Once you get yourself out the body, is like what is it? Out of body experience.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I'm a tough critic. Like, I'm a very tough critic. Like, everything to me is normal. For you to be dope and for shit to be outside the box, I gotta. Sorry.
Just keep going,
for me
babe.
to bloop, I gotta be like, that's dope. Like, it has to make me feel a certain type of way. When I went for the project, it was raw, raw.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coming in, and I was just like, yeah, this has potential. So I gave it a chance.
Yeah.
But so when I gave it a chance, it became like a baby. Like, we were nurturing a baby, and then once you see a year and a half of work that you quit like 4 times, because I was just like, man, F this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I can't no more. Like, I got ADD slightly, so I was just like. And then I was just like, no, I gotta finish this through. I gotta see this through. Yeah. So I saw it through. And I never went with them to the editing, like because I wanted to see the baby June 10th. But I can't help it. So I went and I sat through like 30 minutes of it, and I was home and I cried. Nobody knows, I cried. Because I was like, yo, we did it. Like, I was just like, oh my God, because we did so much to make this happen. Like, we didn't have a lot of things, and we made it happen. Like, just like we didn't have a gun and I got a butcher knife. Just like that. Just like we were missing blood, and we might have got Kool-Aid. Like, we made it happen. You know what I'm saying? So to see it, that it actually worked, because as you're going, you're like, yo, this might not work. Right. We don't even, this might, because, you know, we're in the era of social media. Back when I came out of reality TV, social media just hit. So I lucked out. I got some of it, and I cursed out probably a couple of people. My sister will be like, just leave it alone. But I'm a little more aggressive than my sister. Right. So I left it alone. But every now and then I would curse out every 5 people I would curse out 1. So I got a gist of it, but they didn't know that yet. So I told them, I was like, yo, listen, the criticism is crazy. What we are going up against is crazy. Once it goes up, we are becoming a meme if it's whack. Like, so I'm trying to prepare them, like, yo, we got to come correct. If not, it's over. Yeah. And to see that we came with something that's good. Yeah. Man,
it says a lot with you guys, because from Deborah to Rosemary to Sharice, now you guys, you can tell that this was more than just an acting experience.
No, yeah, it was.
I mean, you've acted Orange New Black, you've done things before, but this seemed like you took this personally.
No, yeah, we did.
And I get that from everybody here. Like, so that says a lot, because most people just go, I'm gonna do what I do and I'm out. Right. But you guys, like, awareness on your sleeve, and I commend you for that, because you don't get that type of loyalty.
No, yeah.
A lot.
Everybody was hungry.
Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You can't get people in this project that are not that already made it, because, you know, you got a different type of hunger when you've never touched it, and when you've touched it, and when you the shit. Sorry.
Don't worry. I'm gonna pay your check. I'm gonna pay your bill. I'm sorry. No.
We'll send it to your sister.
No Red Lobster.
Send it to my sister.
No Red Lobster.
What is this?
Or bleep, bleep, bleep. Just put bleep on the bill. You just made me forget what I was saying.
Gosh. He does it a lot to people.
You see what I'm saying? I told you it's 10 o'clock. But at the end of the day, this project is dope. Oh, everybody was hungry. Right. No, okay, you know, they was judging me at first, like, oh, she came from TV, she's a diva, because I was aggressive about it. Like, no.
Did you wear those glasses on set when you
No.
Okay.
No, I always have shades. That's one thing. I always have shades, and if it's in the morning and I don't got no makeup and I'm looking a little crazy, I got shades on.
You ain't looking crazy.
Always got shades on. So you get ready.
I'm ready.
So
She had the most lines, ladies and gentlemen. I know.
Let's hold
I
it, Jim. Let's hold it.
did it. But with my lines, I did what I had to do.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, all right, stop. Oh, shut up. All right, that's it.
No, you good. Keep talking. I'm enjoying
Just
it.
curious. I'm just curious how you guys stayed in your modes in your actors or your actresses with all the moving things going around. This, that, everything going around. Both groups have come up and said, you know, all of this is going around. How did you mentally stay in your characters and do such a great job? Like, that takes a lot of focus.
It does.
But when you're a professional, that's just part of your job.
There you go.
You know, if you're not able to just get on set and just get right into character, it's not for you.
Hello.
That's right. You got to leave it at the door. But actually, it helped me because when Deb used to get me mad and I used to like argue, I used to go on set and be like, I was China anyways. So it was like, let's go. Where my gun at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the scene? Cut. And then I do it again. Like, so then that's it. That's
see me leaning, trying not to get real, right? Y'all see me
It's about to get real in here. It's about to get real.
I'm just trying to protect myself.
She just said she like to move her hands. She like,
China's coming out right now. It's coming out.
Sorry, China came out today.
She came out.
Poke the eye.
She like, you
China
know,
came out for breakfast. I'm sorry, but that's what happened. So Deb, so it worked. Every time Deb used to be like, and we used to be like, cause listen, we used to be like, she used to be like, yo, we filming today at 3. We filming today at 10. And we used to be like, I'm working, I'm not, I'm doing this, I don't got to ride, I got to get there. So, you know, we coming from all types of places, you know what I'm saying? But we got there.
Right.
And in, oh my God, in the heat, in the summer, we was filming I have a scene that I got to run. And you know I'm juicy because I got a lot of pounds, so I had to like, but nobody know, but everybody be like, yo, if she gotta run, everybody was like this, she gotta run. I'm telling you, I had the whole corner like this, and I'm like, yo, these people don't even know I'm a mother athlete, so they like, oh, she's gonna look like Oompa Loompa, right? So they said action. I was like, and they were like, oh my God.
The question is,
don't play with me.
The question is, did you stop?
Stop! I was gone, man.
She was gone.
We cut. Like, we stop, man.
We can stop. I was gone.
Where's she running from? We just want to say hi.
Where you from the hood, you used to running from the cops, from gunshots. So when they like run, I said, say no more. What's my direction?
Relationships.
What's my direction?
I've learned in my 4 years on this mic, I admit nothing. That's you, Lexi.
No, you're right. But you know where I've been running from, so you
plead
good.
the fifth.
Don't worry about it.
But I want to ask you, ladies, like I asked Rosemary in the last piece, June 10th again.
Yes.
8:30ish, 8:45. Everybody's come out. They've been emotional. They've laughed. They've cried. They've wooed. Give me what your thoughts. If you can challenge yourself almost a month from now.
I'm gonna be walking on the cloud.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me, cause I can't see. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna be feeling myself. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, oh my God, like I did it. Like we made it. Like we did this. Like nobody can take this away from us.
No doubt.
Like we did this. This is. I don't even know. I'm excited right now just thinking about it
That's
because
a great feeling.
I'm gonna be crumping, like I'm gonna be twerking, like it's gonna be bad, like it's gonna be all bad.
We're
like,
gonna have 950 cameras
It's
here.
gonna be documented.
Please
I'm
do.
gonna take shades. I'm gonna bring shades with me right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm bring shades with me because I know I'm gonna get emotional.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing shades because I'm crying. I don't cry. I cry like 3 times a year.
And
that's one of them.
to cool mellow Cass.
Yeah, Casanova.
What you gonna be doing on the red carpet besides trying to control her ass?
Hey, listen, it's gonna be a lituation. You already know. We gonna be litty. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be litty. You know, I got a pregame because I can't, drink there according to Deb.
Right.
So I will be pre-gaming. So I'll be walking down the red carpet.
Pre-gaming.
You know me feeling good. Yeah, pre-game.
I would just like to say, God bless y'all all because y'all came together with a vision and y'all made it work. So my hat's off to all of y'all.
Chain family
before we
strong,
get out of
baby.
here. Real quick.
Yes.
Unique, where can people reach out to you?
Unique the actress is UNIQEDA actress on Instagram, Facebook. If y'all want to just find me, Google me, Christina Castellanos.
That's like
the resume is tight.
Good. Christina Castellanos, what you need a girl. That's a great name. That's like a gangster name.
Yeah.
Castellano.
Castellanos Mafia,
That was a
Castellanos, you know what I'm saying? That's right. That's right, Castellanos Mafia, baby.
Come back, darling. Come back.
Sorry, China was out again.
That's okay, China. I like China. China's good. As long as she keeps the guns on her holster, I'm fine. Where can people reach out to you, darling?
Instagram. Facebook is only for like my grandmother and stuff, and I don't post
It's
because
the devil.
it's too politically
It's the devil.
correct for me.
Yeah, don't go to Facebook.
So don't find me. You can only find me on Instagram. The real Lexie Jose, LEXIE,
And I just want to add one thing. When I spoke to, and I want to thank again you guys, the whole cast, Deborah. When I spoke to Deborah on Tuesday, we had a whole different show. We changed the show because, again, like I said, if we can't support one another, what good are we? We've known Sharice for a while, and then obviously getting with you guys, it was a great idea and it was a great situation. I'm glad you were able to do that today and all come in. And 950 Network will be part of the red carpet, and we're gonna plug that. So I want to say that as well. So we've gained and we're locked into the chain.
We'll bring the red carpet and just pop the trunk. And
He
just
won't
roll
be
it
talking.
out.
We'll just give him a seat.
And once y'all finish, we're gonna roll it back up and put it back in the trunk.
No, he's gonna have a seat and just have popcorn, and he's gonna be good. Lexie Jose, Unique Castellanos, thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Appreciate
Chain
y'all having
movie
us.
again. Go see Chain.
Yeah, get your tickets.
June 10th, National Black Theater Hall,
Yes,
2031 Fifth Avenue, New York. Again, go to eventbrite.com or any of these ladies' social media and go get tickets. Again, it's worth it. Support
Click that
independent
link.
cinema.
Yo, can I get it in the morning? Every Saturday I be up, know your name.